Hey everyone, welcome to Area 616. Within just a few hours of releasing the first official teaser for Luke Cage Season 2, Marvel Television decided to toss out another huge whammy with our first full-length trailer for Legion Season 2. Now, we've been getting a whole bunch of really awesome promos for Season 2 for a couple of weeks now, but this was the first one that's beyond about 30 seconds long, and that's why I haven't made any videos about them before now, just because they're too short. And this is the first one that truly gives us some real insights into the plot. So as always, I wanted to try and break it down a bit, and try and decipher the many mysteries of Legion, though of course, it's going to be pretty difficult. Legion, as a show, has always very much shunned away from the source material, using mostly original characters in a completely original story. Depending on who you are, this is either great or awful. For me, personally, I really enjoy it. I've always been okay with a more loose adaptation of the source material, as long as it still retains the soul of the character and makes for a better viewing experience, and it certainly does for Legion. However, when it comes to trying to, break down a trailer, it makes it very, very difficult to figure out what the heck is going on most of the time, as the majority of it has no basis in the comics. But regardless, I'll do my best. As we all know, at the end of Season 1, David was sucked into a floating orb thing, and throughout the trailer we get hints as to where exactly he was taken, which is assumedly this skyscraper with a forest on top of it, and by whom. It has been reported that this season of Legion takes place about 1 year after the first one, and interpreting the trailer, it seems like David was taken by some cult-like group, which is either these orb-headed people, or maybe these monkish guys, or maybe they're the same group. Some scenes throughout the trailer, such as the dance sequence, make me think that these groups are perhaps working for the Shadow King, and that's who David was taken to. According to this trailer and some interviews, the Shadow King, this time the original version Amal Farouk, is apparently on a quest for world-ending power, which could very well put him on the path for David. There's also several moments throughout the trailer that seem to hint that David and Sid's relationship may be in danger. In earlier promos, we had gotten a look at the creepy chattering that's apparently killing people, and in this trailer it's apparently confirmed that this chattering comes from the Shadow King, who's infecting people. One of the things I've heard brought up a lot as something people want to see in Legion Season 2 is the multiple personalities he has in the comics. Well, in some recent interviews, it was teased that while the Shadow King was the most dangerous, he's not the only one in David's head. So some of these other mysterious figures could very well be entities in his head. Another thing that this trailer has revealed is that Summerland has struck a deal with Division 3, meaning that Clark will most likely have a much bigger role come Season 2, and he is seen in this trailer. There's a lot of talk about what David remembers and what he's hiding in this trailer. So it seems like when David finally gets back to them, he's learned something in that time, something he's not telling them. Or maybe even something he's not telling himself, if that makes sense, although of course this is Legion, it doesn't exactly have to make sense. One thing a ton of fans have been wanting to see is the introduction of Professor X as David's father. In past interviews, it has been teased that this could happen in this season, but honestly, I'd be kind of surprised if it did. Professor X is a big-name character, one that I'm not sure they'd be allowed to use on TV, not to mention it being a bit difficult to find a place for him to be in the story we've been presented with. But overall, it's difficult to truly break down the trailer as there's just so much we don't know about it. But I am extremely excited for this season. It is absolutely my most anticipated Marvel television release this year, and probably one of my most anticipated releases of this year, period. I loved Season 1 so much, and the trailer for Season 2 is only making me more excited for what's to come. But what do you guys think? Have you got any clues as to who these mystery characters are? Do you think we'll get Professor X this time around? Let me know all your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.
She lives in the future you're going to destroy. And when you do, she will cease to exist.
I love you.
Love isn't gonna save us.
You still trust him?
He's my man.
Happy Jack wasn't told, but he was a man.